I get nervous taking him to the doctor.
Sometimes I don't know what the doctors are talking about. I know we're supposed to ask.
And we should ask.
Sometimes I'm not sure if they're doing the right thing.
We want to stand up for our son, but we're not the experts.
There are so many questions for any kid. We have questions not just about his health, but what about his education?
Activities.
His culture.
He is going to be able to learn his language.
There's lots we don't know.
We went through numerous doctors. I literally had to carry my son to the van to take him to the hospital. On the way home from Winnipeg Beach, I will drop in the mornings, and he'd be just late. He couldn't even sit up. Everything would just spin. The doctor said it's middle ear infection. And then they tried this. Finally, we went through a whole series of tests, and he just withered away. And they couldn't find him. Finally, this third, and I kept switching doctors. I said, "You're not doing anything. I mean, there is something wrong here. This is a healthy man." And all of a sudden, to lose tremendous amount of weight, his eyes are not focused, he's seeing double vision, sometimes 4, and I used to tease him, which is the best looking mom today? Is it the middle one, the one on the far, because he'd see 4 of me, or sometimes 2.
Hi, I'm Roberta Wortgate, Dr. Wortgate, and I have a research program that's focused on understanding the illness and health experiences of children and youth. In my research, I really strive to ensure that children and youth's voices are heard. In raising a child with a disability, First Nations families in parenting their child, they will have many questions, to ask, how to best care for their child. Now, there are some resources out there, but it's also, if you don't know where to get them and where they're at, you're not going to get those resources, the resources that are out there. It's knowing what question to ask. It's knowing, what your needs are and what your rights are and so on. And I think we need to create a toolkit, so to speak, where parents can just flip through the pages. This is what I need to know when my child goes to school. This is what I need to know when my child turns 7, and so on and so on. How do I address that? What services are out there? So it's almost like a toolkit that families could have.
We love where we live, but there isn't the care that Jamie needs.
Anywhere near where we live.
Our families are great, helping us with our other kids.
But we're spending a lot of time far away from home.
Sometimes we feel really alone.
One time they gave him medication because they thought it was something else. And I said to my daughter-in-law, and I came in and he was bruised here and here. And I says, "Why are you guys rough playing that in?" He says, "No," he says, "these pills are making him pop." And I went to the doctor and said, "What happens if he pops a vein up here and gets aneurysm?"
Families, the First Nation families in my study, I thought it was a brilliant response. And I didn't ask this question. It just came out through the interviews. A lot of the families would say, "Well, the system, the programs that we have is more based on a deficit model. So you're only going to be doing things when there's a problem. So it's almost like putting on that Band-Aid, but not being proactive." And so one of the families, quite a few of them, have said, "We need a strength-based services or programs." So that strength-based means to me that you're being proactive. It's not like you're always looking at the problems. And what you're doing is you're providing those services not just so that the child survives, but so that the child flourishes, so that child can grow up and be the best they can.
My daughter is doing her degree. She's graduating next month, and this professor had asked her, "We want you to do a case of an individual and the services and where to get these services, blah, blah." She's sitting there, and he was sitting with us. We take him home for special occasions, and he happened to be home that particular day for, I don't know what it was. And he says, "I don't know what to do, Mom." He says, "It's a huge paper," and she's going on and on. I said, "What are you talking about?" My girl said, hello, wow. Right here. Aced it. After she got I think she got an A or an A+ on it, the instructor called her over. She said, oh no, I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble. She says, I need to talk to you, Dora. She says, are you in any way connected to this person in this paper, just essay? He says, yeah. He says, that's my brother. And she said, he is so lucky to have a family like you guys.
I think it's really important that all of us, collective, do advocate for First Nations families of children with disabilities. Quite often, at least from my research, you find it's the parents who are doing all the advocating. And again, we need to help the parents as well. I would say advocating, there's many things that we can do. I think one of them is ensuring through our governments that children do get the services and programs that will help them lead a wonderful full life. I think it's really important too that parents with stress, we need to understand their child and accept their child and also include their child and respect their child. I think it's really important that we ensure that the voices of First Nation families of children with disabilities are heard. It's important because they have a lot to tell us and a lot of things that we don't know about, and they need to be heard so that we can improve, so we can help them have a better life. I think one of the key things would be around, when it comes to key decisions with health, social services, education, all your variety of services, that's going to impact the child with a disability. We need their voices at the table. They need to be listened to by the health services providers, by the policy people, and so on. So they need to be part of that decision making.
What do you want? I don't want MS. I want to live a little bit better than this.
Live life better. Live life better.
Live life better.
What we hope for, more than anything,
We want Jamie to have a normal life.
we know that's not going to be easy.
We want our other kids to have the best lives they can too.
We love them all equally.
We want to be a part of our community, and we want to have a good life.
It's not going to be easy.
But it'll be worth it.